All right, this is part two of the video where we're changing the alternator on a 2011 Ram 3500. I'm sorry I couldn't film a video as I was replacing the alternator. I got it on. I'm gonna try to just let you know how it's done. If you never done it, it's not really complicated. So it's Sunday, I'm by myself, and anyway, most of the time I'm by myself, so I don't have a way of holding the phone and filming. I don't have my stand, of course, today to put it on. But it's very straightforward. Basically, you have your air box, which is right here. I removed it, and you can see right here where it has these grommets, where your air box goes right in here. The first thing I want to mention is whenever you're going to deal with anything electrical, you should disconnect your batteries. As you can see right here, my batteries are gone. But the first thing that you want to do is, there's a 13 millimeter nut right here that goes into the alternator. That's the first thing you're going to remove. Of course I already did it, and right now I'm just kind of going back and just telling you, the way you're gonna have to do it. It has a boot that covers the whole thing. You make sure that you put it on. Make sure that this wire right here with the power, where my finger's sliding, that it's not touching these, because it can get pretty hot. Next thing to do is this plug that is on the alternator. What you do is you pull this thing back, and then you press on it, and then you can get it out. Be careful when you do that. If you don't pull these back, you're gonna break your connector, and then you'll have another headache. So after you do that, you need a 1/2 inch wrench, and you want to move that tensioner right here. You might not be able to see it, but I'm gonna try to point right at the tensioner right here. Right here, there's a 1/2 inch square drive in there. So what you want to do is you want to put your ratchet in there, and you're going to remove the tension from the tensioner. And once you do that, you can remove your belt. I use a regular 1/2 inch. I'm going to show you here what I use. This is a 1/2 inch ratchet. That's what you put in there. You turn it to remove the tension from the belt. Once you do that, I like to leave the belt on. I just put it to the side. And then after that, it's very simple to remove 2 bolts, 15 millimeters. So you remove those 2 bolts, and you have to wiggle it out. You just put force right here. For that, I use a bar, just a regular bar. What you do is you just do a little force, you get it out. You replace it, and you put everything back the way you pulled it out. But we got it done. This didn't take a long time. But I just wanted to shoot a video. This is part 2 of the replacing the alternator. If you haven't watched the other video, try to find it. It was my last video that I posted, but basically I was having an issue with my 2011 Ram. It died on me, and as if you're driving a dually and you're far away from home, it's gonna cost you a good amount of money to take it back to your house or shop or whatever. And I was pretty lucky, because this one actually died on me as I was pulling it to my shop. And I decided to go ahead and check my batteries. I came to the conclusion that what I needed, it was my alternator. So I just replaced it, and it's on. This is a 220 amp alternator. I don't know what the truck came with, but I'm assuming it's the 220. Has a bunch of electrical stuff, sunroof, a sliding back window, has everything's electronic on this thing. So I went ahead and got the 220 amp alternator. We're putting it all back together. I'm gonna go ahead and put my batteries, my filter box, and so this is it. If you're having to do it, this is not hard to do it. You need a good little bench right here. These trucks are pretty high, but if you're gonna be working on these, it's not hard. The only thing you're gonna need to replace the alternator, it's a 15 millimeter socket or wrench. A socket will definitely be easier. A 13 millimeter wrench, a little screwdriver right here, and the 1/2 inch ratchet. A bar right here to be able to wiggle it out of there. But it's just a few tools that you need to replace it. Now we got it. We're gonna go ahead and put the batteries, crank it up, and we'll let you know how everything goes. But if you're wanting to do these, guys, this is not hard at all. You have to be willing to get your hands dirty. But this is not hard at all. I'm always trying to do things in a way where I don't have to spend a whole lot of money. This truck is right now is the only truck that I have to pull my gooseneck trailers back over there, and I really need it. This is the only dually truck that I have, and even though I got a few cars, I cannot go to work in any of my cars. So anyway, that's the reason I was just trying to save some money. I was able to find my alternator on Rock Auto. It was for a pretty good price. This is a new alternator, and I believe I get the same warranty that if I was buying it on the auto parts. But it was half the price that it was on the auto parts. So if you're looking for parts, go ahead and research online, find a good place, a reputable company that will send you the parts. I'm very pleased with Rock Auto. They've always sent me my parts. They take a little while. I'm not sure where their warehouse is, but I don't mind waiting because of the amount of money that I save. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. Stay tuned.